Hey everybody, Farmer Joel here. It's late May and the weather has cooled down a little bit from last week and it is really starting to be beautiful around here. As you can see behind me, the green is showing up on the trees and the crops in the garden are taking off a little bit more. It's been a couple months of a lot of work with not a lot of visible results. Things were growing really slowly. There wasn't a lot in the ground, no harvests, all that. But keep plugging away, staying on schedule, and eventually spring does show up and it feels good to finally have crops that are making progress and harvests coming up. It's only a couple weeks till CSA starts. We're looking at an early June start for CSA. There's still a lot to do before then. So let's go see what's going on the farm. Inside the high tunnels, growth is a little bit better, and this spinach is almost sized up for harvest. Cucumbers are still pretty small, but they're looking good. They're really starting to grow faster on their trellising. Tomato plants are also pretty big, nicely trellised. They'll be doing well for the next couple weeks. We're putting up another high tunnel here for more cucumbers a little bit later in the season. And the rest of the garden is doing well. You can see the garlic over there. The garlic is really pleasing this time of year because it's just so much further ahead of everything else. And it looks nice and clean and healthy. Down here we've got teeny bit little plantings of carrots that will be coming up pretty soon. Parsley, lots of onions. Tons of little ground sows sprouting up in all these beds. Everything's still small, but you can see the green is really taking off. This week we got another batch of 300 broiler chicks. They're in the tiny brooder. But in a day or two, these guys will be moving out onto pasture. And the little guys will move into this much larger, more comfortable space. As you can see, they're ready to go. Big, mobile. Most of their exterior feathers, now that the weather is warm, they will be just comfortable out on pasture. Out in the pasture, things are really greening up beautifully. Grass is coming on strong. We built out a couple new pasture pens for our second batch of broilers. Pretty soon we'll have like 600 out here on pasture. They're doing pretty well. There's the other batch up there, just scooting along, fertilizing the pasture, getting the grass ready for the cows. It's great this time of year. There they are, getting pretty big. They go in a couple weeks. They're very comfortable. They've got sun and shade, food and water, plenty of fresh green grass to be on all day long, fresh air, super healthy. A lot of people are talking about bird flu, but that doesn't really affect us because our birds are in such a comfortable and healthy environment. They're not getting sick anytime soon. Yeah, it's a really nice time of year to be walking in the pasture. Everything's so green. The sky is so blue. And you can almost see the grass grow every day. It's just a little bit taller. This is some of the more lush grass on the pasture, and it's where our broilers have run in the past. They really help the grass just jump up the next spring. And man, there's the egg layers. Again, comfortable, happy, green grass. Really enjoying themselves under the sun. And again, bird flu, not really an issue when the birds are so healthy and in such a clean environment. Our birds, it's just beautiful, just look at it. And that's why the eggs taste better too. Here we have the chickens in their natural habitat, hunting amongst the jungle of grass for bugs and scraps of food. And laying hundreds of eggs in the hen house. The Lady Daisy, the matron of the farm, comfortable, content, getting ready for a calf. Ain't she beautiful? Bed prep in the garden is going right along. There's Jed prepping some more beds for more plantings. Daniel broad forking. There's the peas with their new trellis. They'll be shooting up there pretty soon. Everything's greening up. And of course, more plants ready to go out. And of course, Debbie starting more seeds. These are all pumpkins for... Yeah, winter squash and pumpkins will be going seeding now and out in the ground in 2 weeks. For fall, so that's it. Thanks for watching. That's another week on the farm. Much of the same stuff. Planting, bed prep, tending chickens on pasture. The green is coming on, spring is warming up. Harvests are right around the corner. If you haven't signed up for our CSA, go ahead and do that. There'll be a couple more weeks before that gets started. We're looking at a June 7th start date. We've got some upcoming work days coming up. You can check that out on our website. And I hope you enjoyed watching. Hope you enjoy seeing where your food's coming from and just how we do everything around here. Makes your meals that much better and the food taste that much better. All right, see you later.